morning, guys. Hope you are doing well today. I'm a bit tired. We have just arrived to the BVIs from an overnight sail from St. Martin, and it was a really good sail, but the waves were sometimes a bit too high for the quite low wind. So the sail started flapping a bit, and then we sailed really well, and then it wasn't flapping, so the sleeping was just crap. So we arrived actually a bit too early this morning, so we had to circle around to get daylight when we passed in through the islands here. But we're here, super happy for that. It has been quite a rough days during our time in St. Martin. We have had some problems, but we're here and that feels really good. The time in St. Martin actually was really tough mentally. We stayed there for both Christmas and New Year's, even though we had expected to sail here to the BVIs a lot sooner. Yeah, our dinghy broke, and it was just, that's always sad when something like that happens, but it's extra painful when it's in the middle of the holiday season, so you don't get any answers from anyone. We have tried to fix it the best we can, but it doesn't look super promising actually. So yeah, I thought I would jump on deck and show you what it looks like. So yes, you can see it's pretty soggy. It doesn't hold up there as it should. The entire transom was coming off, and that we actually managed to fix, but probably in the situation when it got loose, the forces on it has damaged the seams, so the seams on the left pontoon is slowly breaking down as well. So yeah, we have been trying to fix it. It doesn't leak as much as it did, so we can use it and have the pump with us, but we still hope to hear something from the company why this has happened and what we should do. But yeah, it really sucks.
This is our new morning routine. The dinghy is still leaking. It's now March and we're in the Bahamas. We've been patching up more around the transom, and even the air mat has been leaking. We fixed that. But since we came to the BVIs, it's now much better. It's now been 2.5 months and we started our warranty claim with the company. It's been a lot back and forth and it's been really slow. According to the manufacturer, the glue in the PVC is not made for the tropics, so that's why it falls apart. It's commonly known that the PVC is not UV stable as like Hypalon, but the fabric here, the PVC, is still really good, so it's, yeah, it's the glue. It's a Swedish brand dinghy, and the climate in Sweden is of course a lot different from the tropics, but that the glue that holds the PVC together falls apart in the heat was really something new to us. While we were in St. Martin, we got in contact with a really good, experienced dinghy repair guy, but unfortunately he doomed the dinghy since the seams were damaged under the reinforcement of the whole transom. A really hard thing to repair. The repair guy also said that in his opinion a PVC dinghy cannot be deflated and rolled up because it must be a Hypalon then, because it will break. This is nothing that our manufacturer have told us anything about, so we don't know if it's true. We just have to like trust the manufacturer that the glue that they use is quite crappy in the tropical climate. to sum that up, guys, we reach an agreement with the company and we get a small refund back. Probably we have to get a new dinghy before we get back to Sweden, and with that we jump back to the BVIs.
Now we don't dare pack the dinghy in its bag, so that's why we have it here on deck, and which means that we can't use the self-tacking system on our self-tacking gib, and that means that we can't really sheet it properly. So yeah, we had a thought that we might switch to the Genoa, but often the self-tacking gib is quite enough sail here. So yeah, we see how the next couple of days go, and then maybe we switch or we keep this one. But yeah, it was really good with the packable dinghy on this boat. Marcus has just hitchhiked with Frederick on Zelda into customs. So I'm here on the boat. Only the captain is allowed to go ashore before the custom is cleared here. So I'm on the boat, we're flying the yellow Q flag, and basically I'm just waiting for him to come back, trying to clean up a bit from the night. I know I said I was going to clean up here a bit, but the longing for coffee just got a little bit too big. So I'm gonna have a coffee first. Really good. I needed that. Maybe I can look a little bit more alert after this. It was actually a bit cold this night, and there were some squalls passing actually around us. We didn't have anything going above us, but we put up our mini tent for the first time in a long time, and it's so nice when you sit inside it, and it just takes away the wind and it makes everything a lot more quiet, and you get a little bit of heat in there, a bit cozy. It's the perfect place to sit when you do an overnight sail. But now that we have arrived and the sun is up, it actually more creates kind of sauna feeling in here. So it's time to take it down. Luckily it's very easy, so it should be done in just a few minutes. Marcus is back and we are officially cleared into the country. So we just started up the engine again and we are heading like 1 hour north on the same island because there's supposed to be better protected anchorages there. So we will have a few days with quite a lot of wind, and hopefully we will be quite protected there. Also, we are meeting up with the friends that we haven't seen since last year, so really looking forward to that. But one thing, it's a lot more boats sailing around here. I don't know if you can see all the white sails behind me, but a lot more boats than we have seen previously in the Caribbean. So this is a real charter's paradise. How was the check-in procedure here?
It was quite bureaucratic, I think you say so. Lot of stamping and papers and writing, and paying a lot of fees, of course, and yeah, and they don't seem to like super love their job. They were friendly, but yeah, not so positive.
We spent a couple of days hanging out with both old and new friends in Gorda Sound. After the chaotic time in St. Martin, we enjoyed taking some time hanging out on the beach, swimming and enjoying the surroundings. We even saw the feeding of the tarpoons at Saba Rock. They do this each day at 5 p.m. and it's a big gathering for the boats and charter guests in the area. This day there were even people jumping in to see it from the water. All too soon, it was time to say goodbye as we set out to explore the BVIs. Or so we thought. We are in this really pretty bay. And right now we are even here all alone, but we haven't been able to enjoy any of it since we came here a few days ago because we have been down with a cold. Both of us have had fever, just sore throats, and I'm a bit better today. Marcus is still kind of down, but there's a really nasty weather system coming this way, so we have to move today. Hopefully we can find some good shelter just in the bay around the corner. They say there is a bit problem with tunneling winds down the mountain. It should still be a bit better than here, I think. So we are going to take our last energy and pack up the boat and head around the corner. We managed to find a pretty good spot here actually. Not many boats and the water is totally flat. So it definitely took all our energy to get here. But after a few hours of rest, I'm pretty much up again. So yeah, now we just hope that we will have a good night's sleep so that tomorrow when the wind hits we will be quite rested. So yeah, we'll have a slow night here today as well, and then just wait out this bad weather, and hopefully we will soon be ready to explore some of the BVIs.
While hiding for the strong winds in Great Harbor, I'm looking through the guidebook, checking out some of the destinations here on the BVI that we don't want to miss before we leave. But since the weather is so-so the upcoming week, and maybe after that also, I'm looking really through the guidebooks where I can find good spots for anchoring and so on. We feel a bit better today, so I think it's on the right path. So hopefully we can snorkel and swim and everything else tomorrow.
The weather continued to howl at us for the coming days. Even if our anchor spot was a bit windy, there was no thundering winds like we had feared. Neither was there any swell, which for us is the most important, and we were happy with the protection we had found. That snorkeling Marcus was talking about had to wait though. No way we were jumping into the water in this weather. Stay tuned for next week's episode, where the sun appears after days of absence and we finally get to explore the BVIs, starting with some Swedish-style anchoring and a visit to the famous baths. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss it, and don't forget to check out our Patreon page for some perks that comes with supporting our work there. See you next week. Fair winds!